and ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He's checking, he's checking. 47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, boom, boom.
Winston to throw it this time. Finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Ready? 125. 47. Let's put him on the buses.
On first down, it's Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
47's the mark.
On second and 11 now. Winston going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 13. 54. Hey, exit. 54. Rabbit, rabbit.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
5-9. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We got double up. Field kill. Hey, field kill. Field kill.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they didn't exactly... Show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Ready, yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 45. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. You kill. Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Sammy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check. Watch the eye. You're good. I fool. Ready. Tonight.
On 2nd and 2, Breeze. That is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On play action, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Play action now, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
40 seconds to Mike.
Winston now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Silver. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Jackson will keep it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give right side. Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They will run with Grant. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to go up top. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 10. Bradley Kenyon sets your kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
You. Mike 20. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Breeze. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready?
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson now to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kamara trying to right side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
You ready? You can't block me. You can't block me. Block 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Noah Spence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He's taken down back at his own 8-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, that's good.
Hey, lock it.
Pick the edge.
Be careful.
Back to throw. Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Hill, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
6 guys. Check 6. Check. Fresno.
They go back to Grant. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the twist.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Breeze to throw again. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check, 47. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Shoot. Easy.
Here's Grant. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Buccaneers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
56 to Mike. 56 to David. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready. Mark 56. I'm coming.
The 1st down throw for Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Lucky.
They'll throw again. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Saints 16.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's our field. It's our field.
To throw, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam, slam.
Kill.
Breeze now to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Right there, 54 Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, Alpha. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Brees now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Yellow lady. 5-9.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check. Sammy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Here's Breeze to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Breeze again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Devin White in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gore again here on 1st down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end left. Tight end left. 4 down. 4 down.
Now a handoff for Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? You ready?
Mike, 45. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
56. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Go. Buzz. Buzz. Be ready. Be ready. 66.
This is Grant. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 28-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.